Good morning, I am Tracy Spence with your newscast. This newscast is brought to you courtesy of BioLife Energy Systems. Come join the living. Call them at 800-875-5433. USA Credit Repair, the key to beautiful credit. You may call them at 800-786-1330. Cruising with the case handler, a show on personal injury and immigration, weekdays 9:30 a.m. on Saturdays 7 p.m. and 12 noon on Sundays. And the Supreme Power Homes, call them at 800-493-9002. Now for the news in details. WestJet Airlines has reached an agreement with the Canadian government to allow passengers from Jamaica without a COVID PCR test result to travel to Toronto. The development comes amid reports that numerous Canadians have been stranded in Jamaica because they are unable to obtain PCR tests locally as the laboratories are not able to meet the demand. It is a requirement of the Canadian government for travelers to obtain a negative PCR test result to land there. In a statement, WestJet said it has reached an agreement with Canadian authorities to permit travelers into the country from January 10 to 18 if they have not completed the test. However, they will have to do a PCR test upon arrival at the airport in Toronto after they have cleared customs and immigration. They will also have to do a mandatory 14-day home quarantine. Jamaica's Ministry of Health and Wellness, MOHW, has provided a list of private labs and entities authorized to conduct antigen testing. The ministry said this follows the completion of PAHO MOHW training on antigen testing. The labs can be used if individuals prefer a paid service. Portfolio Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton tweeted yesterday. Otherwise, he said individuals can visit local health centers or hospitals for more details on free testing. The labs or entities now authorized to conduct antigen tests are the Andrews Memorial Hospital Lab, Microlabs Limited, Winchester Medical Lab, Jamaica Defence Force Health Services, Technological Solutions Limited, Caledonia Medical Lab, Central Medical Lab, and Short Time. Additionally, the ministry said it has also provided its no objection to Caribbean Laboratories to provide polymerase chain reaction PCR testing for the SARS-CoV-2 virus. Meanwhile, Trinidad's Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley was scheduled to undergo tests in hospital after being admitted after experiencing discomfort on Friday. According to a brief update from the Office of the Prime Minister on Saturday, Rowley was admitted to the West Short Medical Private Hospital for observation and further tests. The release said the Prime Minister had a comfortable night and thanked well-wishers who sent messages and prayed for him. Meanwhile, leader of the main opposition United National Congress, UNC, Kamla Persad Biseser, wished the Prime Minister a speedy recovery. In a post on Facebook late Friday, the opposition leader said her thoughts and prayers were with Rowley and his family. In sports, President Christopher Samuda said that the Jamaica Olympic Association JOA would comply with a request for athletes to be vaccinated for the coronavirus should the authorities deem it a requirement for participation for the Tokyo Olympics this summer. His comments come as Japanese Prime Minister Yoshihide Suga enacted a state of emergency for Tokyo and its surrounding areas until February in response to the rising cases and fatalities in the country. Japan enacted a similar lockdown for a month last April. The death toll has reportedly doubled in the last 2 months to 3,700, with Tokyo's governor warning that their medical system is under strain. International Olympic Committee IOC President Thomas Bach said recently that vaccines would not be a requirement to compete. However, Samuda said that if the authorities made the decision that it would be compulsory to vaccinate participating athletes to compete, the JOA would enact the policy. And that is it for the news. This newscast came to you courtesy of BioLife Energy Systems. Come join the living. Call them at 800-875-5433. USA Credit Repair, the key to beautiful credit. You may call them at 800-786-1330. Cruising with the case handler, a show on personal injury and immigration, weekdays 9:30 a.m. on Saturdays 7 p.m. and 12 noon on Sundays. And the Supreme Power Homes, call them at 800-493-9002. On behalf of the news and production team, I am Tracy Spence. Do have a good morning.